Hello guys, in this video we have to talk about operation with integers numbers. Then let's start with addition. When we are talking about addition, when we are adding integers numbers, we have to consider two cases. Case number one is when we are adding integers numbers with the same sign. Then both of the numbers are negative or both of them are positive. Okay, then let's analyze this case. Let's add -5 plus -4. Then the process is this. We have to find the absolute value for each number. Then absolute value of -5 is 5, and the absolute value for the second number, that is -4, the absolute value is 4. Then we have to add the absolute values. Then 5 plus 4 is equals to 9. Okay, then put that number is the answer, but attach the common sign. Remember that both numbers are negative. That's why the final answer is going to be -9. Okay, then find the absolute values, add the absolute values, and attach the common sign. In this case, negative. Then the -5 plus -4 is -9. Let's analyze another example, or another case. The other case is when we are adding integer numbers with different sign. Then let's consider this case. -7 plus 5. Okay, we are adding two numbers with different signs. The first one is -7, and the second one is 5, positive 5, different signs. Then the process to add here is similar to the first case. First, we have to find the absolute value for each number. The absolute value of -7 is 7, and the absolute value of 5 is 5. That step, the first one, is exactly the same. Step number 2 is different, because in here, with different size, we have to subtract the greatest absolute value minus the smallest. Okay? Then 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. Then the answer is going to be 2. But attach the sign with the number with the greatest absolute value. The greatest absolute value is 7. And the original number is not 7, it's -7. That's why the answer is -2. Then -7 plus 5 is equals to -2. Okay, that's addition. Remember the two cases. Next operation is subtraction. When we have to subtract two integer numbers, the process is transform the subtraction into an addition. Let me explain with this example. Then let's solve this exercise. 8 minus 10. Okay, then in here the first number is 8, the second number is 10. Then the first number, keep in the same way, transform the addition into the subtraction into an addition. Okay, and then we have to give me a second, please. Then we have to transform the subtraction into addition, and the second number changed by its opposite. Then 8 plus -10. And this addition, that now is an addition, is an addition with different signs. Then remember the case number 2 that I explained the previous operation. Then we have to find the absolute value for the first number. We have to find the absolute value for the second number. And we have to subtract, because we are adding numbers, integer number with different signs. Then is 10, the greatest absolute value, minus 8, the smallest absolute value. 10 minus 8 is 2. Remember? Then the answer is 2, but remember that we have to attach the sign for the number with the greatest absolute value. In this case, the greatest absolute value is -10. Okay? Then the answer is -2. Conclusion: 8 minus 10 is equals to -2. Remember, subtraction, we have to transform the subtraction into an addition. Okay, that's the strategy, and then solve as an addition. Let me provide one more example in order to understand better. Then let's analyze this case. 3 minus -5. Okay, then remember, first number, 3, we have to keep in the same way. The subtraction we have to change into an addition, and the second number we have to transfer by its opposite. Opposite of -5 is 5. Then we have to solve the addition. In this case, we are adding two numbers with same sign, 3 plus 8, and obviously 3 plus 5 is 8. Then the answer is 8. Okay, 3 plus 5 is 8. Then conclusion, 3 minus -5 is equals to 8. Okay, let's continue. Let's talk now about multiplication. The rule to multiplication is really simple. To multiply two integer numbers, we have two cases. One more time, same signs and different signs. Okay, then let's consider here same signs. Then -3, for example, times -2. -3 times -2 is, we have to find the absolute values. The -3 absolute value is 3, and the absolute value of -2 is 2. Then we have to multiply the absolute values. Then 3 times 2 is equals to 6. And always in same signs, when we are multiplying integer number with the same sign, always the answer is positive. Then -3 times -2 is 6. Okay? Case number 2 is when we are multiplying, or we have to multiply two integer numbers with different sign. Then let's consider this case. -4 times times 7. Okay, then the strategy is find the absolute values. Absolute value of -4 is 4. Absolute value of 7 is 7. Then we have to multiply them. 4 times 7 is 28. And in here, with different signs, the answer is always negative. Then -4 times 7 is equals to -28. -28. Okay, conclusion from multiplication. Multiplication of two integer numbers with the same sign is always positive, and multiplication for integer numbers with different signs is always negative. Let's talk about division. The rule is exactly the same rule, but not in a multiplication, is in a division. Then let's consider this case with same signs. The -12 divided by -6. Then absolute value of -12 is 12. Absolute value of -6 is 6. Divide them, because in this case it's division. Then 12 divided by 6 is 2. And in the same way for multiplication, when we are dividing two integer numbers with the same sign, the answer is going to be always positive. Then -12 divided by -6 is 2. Second case is when we are dividing integer numbers with different signs. Then, for example, 10 divided by -5. 10 divided by -5. Then absolute value of the first number, that is the dividend, in this case, is equal to 10. Absolute value of -5 is equals to 5, and then divide them. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And when we divide integer number with different signs, the answer is always negative. Conclusion, 10 divided by -5 is -2. That's it. Then, guys, that's all. Thank you.